Feel blessed, be blessed, stay blessed. Good morning. Peel back. It's not until you're willing to see that what you're looking at, no matter how long you've been looking at it, could still have something behind it. There could still be something behind what you're staring at. Be a good or a bad thing, there's still something more behind whatever you see. There's always a deeper meaning to everything you do. It's not until you're willing to question the fact that there's more beyond what you see can you ever learn to see more than what you see. Because just simply to go along with what everyone's saying to be truth, but never taking time to truly question that truth, that's the truth you will only know. But if one is so inclined to move beyond that truth, can one find that truth? It's not until we're willing to simply just be and think for ourselves that we truly start to see what this world is. All collective units of individuals make this world a beautiful place. But it's not until we have multiple units of individuals that are willing to step beyond themselves can we break the cycle of what's going on. Here's just a random thought, but just imagine what type of world would it be if we simply looked at each other from a energetic and soulistic standpoint. That we are based off of how our soul was displayed. That we become based off of the actions we commit from a energetic standpoint and not from the mere fickle momentary emotions that we create. What if we all were able to see that type of beauty in someone on a daily basis? No matter who you looked at, you saw them as an energy signature, as a soul, and not the mere actions of what humans are capable of committing. You have to be willing to peel back all the thoughts that you may have had that this world was actually like, and then start to see what this world really is like. Because once you peel back the layers of all the false ideologies, that the true ideology presents itself. And even with that ideology that you find as you peel back the layers, please believe and understand it gets even deeper than that. Truth has no ending. As long as you're willing to make the work, as long as you're willing to do the work that it takes to go deeper into that truth that you stand in, then you will always find a deeper sense of truth. And that particular truth will no longer be based off of anything having to do with the ego. It will be based simply off of you doing things you know you're supposed to do. And that no one else on this planet can do other than you. If we all can learn to just simply move from that type of aspect, from that space of being, and just simply being the best us we can possibly be in any given moment, just imagine how beautiful this world would be. But without doing the work to make those type of things come into play, we'll always be stuck in the cycle we're in right now. Black, white, male, female. We'll be stuck in that type of stuff. Truth of the matter is, we are souls with bodies and not the other way around. So once you learn to move from your soul, there are certain things that begin to peel away that others may not see, that others may not understand. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you see and you understand. Stop wasting time trying to explain what you see, and simply just see what you see, embrace what you see, and live what you see. Do the work it takes for your truth to be the only truth that you see. Because until you learn to move from your truth, you can never be who you're supposed to be. There's some people in this world that are simply not going to like you. They're not. No matter what you do, no matter how nice you are, whatever it may be, certain people just won't like you. And you want to know why they won't like you? Because who you are as a person disturbs them, because they want to be what you are. That's what that is. There are certain characteristics that you carry they wish they had, but aren't willing to do the work to get where you're at. Putting in work doesn't make you a better person, no matter what shape, form, or fashion you put it in. It simply makes you a more focused individual, nothing more, nothing less. And there's nothing wrong with that, to being focused and doing what you know you're supposed to do. That is the point of life. And like everything I've said before, these are all things that nothing more than an old man just ranting and thinking about things. But that to me, these are the things that really, like, I could talk about for hours. Like, I can conversate with you forever. Forget all the stuff that most people talk about. It's not until you are able to move beyond that space of the normal conversation that you are going to be able to have a real conversation, to speak about the things that truly move this world. Because everything truly moves from a spiritual, energetic standpoint. And once you are able to move from that state of being, then everything else around you will shift. It will change. It will respond accordingly to the level in which you have worked to understand and see. You have to be willing to push beyond and just peel back the layers. Just peel the layers back. Peel back every single layer. Pull it all back. Allow it to be nothing more than just an illusion that it is. And see, there's something behind that illusion that will actually give you something that will cause you to grow in a way that nothing else could have caused you to grow. There's nothing wrong with being stuck in the matrix of life. But there is something wrong with staying there once you realize you're in there. That's where the real problem comes in. Knowing that you can be more and still choosing not to be more, that's when the real problem starts. That's when everything you do is in vain and no one respects you or feels you the way they should, because you don't even know who you are. So how can you expect those around you to treat you in this way or that way if you're not telling them what you are and how to be treated? If you're simply just walking through life and allowing those to do what they will as they interact with you, instead of you setting a standard from the first moment of them meeting you and saying, this is what I expect, this is what I will take, this is what I won't take. If you can't abide by those things, then please, by all means, let's not waste each other's time. You continue doing you while I continue doing me. Peeling back all the layers. Peeling back all of the self-doubt and the self-worry. Peeling back. I'm just me. Just peeling back. And going within who you are and seeing you can be so much more than what you are at any given moment. To allow the pain and the mistakes and the things we've done wrong and the things we did get right and the things that we wish never happened but did happen, to get caught up in those moments, you will always drown. You will always drown. You will suffocate on self-hate. You will suffocate on self-doubt. You will suffocate on self-worry. The mind is something that is able to be reprogrammed if you're willing to do the work it takes to reprogram it. Seeing that we are more than just a responder to life. We are also the creators of life. And once you learn to start creating and pulling things from that world into this world, there truly is no stopping you. Because you've done more work to understand self than most will never do. Doesn't make you better or worse. It just simply means before you die, you've learned to be who you are. You've learned to be able to give back to this world who you truly are. It means you've done the work. You have sweated. You have put in the multiple reps it takes to get your mental aspect to be able to shift and change and see life for more than what it just is and what's presented before us. And seeing that behind that curtain, behind that veil, there is something that's so much more beautiful. It's so much more intense. It's so much more in depth. It's so much more brighter than you could ever realize. But once you learn to look at life from behind the curtain instead of in front of the curtain, then the whole game changes. The whole game changes. It becomes something so much more intense that even you begin to surprise you. And once you learn to surprise you, that's when you're truly living life. That's when you're truly learning to create, because you don't know what you may create. Stop trying to explain why you're creating and just simply create. The world will catch up. And if it doesn't, I feel sorry for them. Continue doing what you're doing. Continue being who you are. Continue, continue, just continue to peel back them layers. To peel it back. To peel it all back and see the bare butt-ass naked truth of life that is ever evolving and ever deeper and ever satisfying and ever loving and ever giving. It's amazing once you peel back all you thought you could be. You finally start living all the things you can be. Oh, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing thing. So by all means, please Peel back them layers. Become dripping wet and saturated in all that you are, and simply love all that you are. Feel blessed. Be blessed. Peel it back and just stay blessed. Good morning to you all.